Today, the Drunken Sommelier is in Sichuan, China, to meet with Chef Yang and Chef Mei, who are husband and wife and run a Michelin star restaurant in the region. Sichuan is located in the heart of China, about 1,200 miles southwest of Beijing. The chefs are going to take us to a local farmer's market, where they'll buy some live animals like ducks, geese, and chickens. We'll also see all the other animals, fruits, and vegetables that the market has to offer. After the market, we're going to go to the chef's farm to see how they fuel their Michelin star restaurant. Then we're going to stop for lunch and see what a traditional Sichuan meal looks like, where the food is so fresh that your meal is literally running around the restaurant as you arrive. Finally, we're going to head to the region's capital city, Chengdu, where their restaurant is, to see a dinner service. We'll see some of the final dishes on their Michelin-starred menu. Their restaurant is located in the city's financial district, so it's really quite interesting to see the juxtaposition from the local farmers market in the beginning of the episode to the rich, ultra-modern district at the end of the episode. Hit the subscribe button for more videos with the best chefs around the world. This is the Drunken Sommelier Food Show.
We're at the local market, like once in every 2 days, they'll have this gathering at this place. And people, the villagers, they are around, they'll take their vegetables, they take their chicken, they take their animals, and then they sell and trade over here. Yeah.
This is sugarcane. The outside looks like bamboo, but the inside is full of a fibrous, juicy, and sweet stalk that locals love. Cut bamboo open, and you'll see it's woody and hollow.
So we're buying some small vegetables to plant in our farm.
I think in Chinese we call this market is 赶集.
赶集?
Yeah, it's 赶集.
对,
Yeah.
集市.
Yeah.
Like real farmers market in this neighborhood. So every season they sell different plants over here, and we constantly come back and then looking for like some small villagers that they have their own plant that ready to go into the land. We're looking for a seasonal plants. It's very far from the city. If you purchase over here, it's many for like people around here.
4元.
来18嘛，萝卜。
小肚子.
Yeah, you can buy them alive. You can keep them on your farm, or you can just eat them. Because they have like a slaughter place, like here. Yeah, that's the slaughter house. So they buy over here and then they slaughter. 这是啥子？福尔瓜，你自己的苗吗？自家的苗，好钱根儿呢？
葫芦瓜.
就是那个
葫芦瓜还是葡瓜？
葡瓜。
就那个吗？ You never see a left chicken in America? 哎，我高低要搞2只小鸭子、小鸡回去。
真的啊？
真的。挑一挑，王一龙，挑一下，我来买，把钱买了。
他搞不懂他。
我也搞不懂。那搞2只嘛，看顺眼的。小鸭
你
子。
这啥品种呢？
哦，好的对。10元钱，不好养活。真假的？肯定噻。没得病。整6个。来6个。你买好多活好多的，我的鸡儿全部挑。哎呦，好。因为他们嘛，在我窝头来就待过，你不能把分钱了，你要把分我们钱。少嘛？你买好多活好多的，钱少喽。公爵这个是鸡不？这个呢？鸡。这个啥子鸡啊？
This is a special black chicken. The feathers, the skin, even the meat is all black.
这个鸭子怎么卖呢？ Yeah, baby goose. I never see baby goose. It's first time.
They become white later.
Yeah.
你给我做个视频好出去哈。
Goose.
人家我上一根嘛，我上一根。
拍一个。
For you.
It's so.
It's the herb that is so controversial in China. You either like it or you hate it like hell. And the name of this is literally like the floor of the seafood market. The smell of the floor of the seafood market. There are a lot of like ingredients that's very weird. but people eat it for a long time. And this is kind of one of those weird ingredients because this is the cover of the gizzard of the chicken. And then people specifically take that and then dry it out and then make it into a powder, whatever. And then it says that it helps your liver to get rid of the kidney stone, and then it's good for your stomach, good for if you're having a digestion problem or something like that. So it's like very weird ingredients, but people keep eating it, but just for medical purpose. 这两个姜是啥差别呢？这个啥子差别？
一样的，土质不一样嘛。土质不一样。
哦，土质不一样。哦。你这个姜是你自己的吗？这个姜，可以当姜种嘛？嘎，好钱斤呢？买到十来斤，10多斤。那儿前头都卖3块钱。啊 ，lotus fruit。这个是啥子？哦，烧菜说。哦。婆婆，你这个鱼儿咋卖的？鱼儿咋卖？
我现在卖3块钱2块5个嘛，这个鱼儿多好吃哦。
送起太麻烦了。
好吃。
哎，你这个是你自己的姜是不是？
我自己的。
你自己的姜，这个种要得不呢？你这个都没咋起瓣儿呢？
我这个是小黄姜。
啊，小黄姜。
这种要的，我还在我跟你说，你就给我买也好，不给我买也好。你不要因为那个鸭子好得很，鸭子多，我那鸭子钱早就烧高了，结果你这那热很了，你过不得的嘛，就别要从鸭子了。姜们就要。
可以，那你帮我称个好钱斤哦？他们卖的3块。
烂姜们才卖的3块，烂姜们3块2块5。
你卖好多嘛？你卖好多？
我前头我都卖了4块5。
那你卖好多嘛？
你才10块都不卖。
可以要得，那你帮我称10斤嘛？Because in the market, there are some like merchants, like they buy something in the market and then they resell over here. But we are always looking for someone like her to. It's her own ginger, oat seeds. It's better seeds. Yeah, it's not like the one that outside you see they have packets, and then on top is like from the factories. And that's the taro. Local taro. The majority of the seed, they come from the big companies, tech companies, seed companies. It might be genetic modified. So when we're looking for seed, we're looking for local ones, seeds that has been like passed from their grandmothers, because it's the one that's so native to our land. 这好钱斤哦，娘娘。
包货嘛。
你愿意买就买，哪个敢给你报？1万多，你出来100万都不敢给你报。那个东西我卖生命的不报，话说的前头。
好，要得。
带几个
？2个。
这个我是巴适的很。
好，鸭条4个。
几个
？10个。
2个。4个。
哦，对。
好多。
What's this place like where we are?
We eating 柴火鸡. Yeah, 柴火鸡 is so local chicken.
Okay.
Chicken cuisine.
It's
Yeah.
like a lunch break?
Yeah, lunch break. Yeah. It's tradition cooking style. It's tradition cooking style. We call this 柴火, like charcoal.
This is the old way of cooking, using the wood.
可以啊。
有，它是蒸好的。That will be our chicken in 4 months.
4 months?
Like city people in the weekend, they like to go outside of the city and then looking for somewhere to eat. Like their chicken, it's probably like just they raised over here, and the vegetables they grow them themselves. And then you can't have open fire like in the city, and this is where people like to go and then hang out.
In Chinese we call 农家宴.
What is this drink?
It's local drink we call 豆奶, 唯一豆奶. Soy milk.
Is that the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, like this is a very local brand, and they want to make it more like international. They even held like a competition, the beauty competition, of course. So which means that once you drink it, it will make it very sweet.
对嘛，一边吃一边烧嘛。好饿，受不了了。
While the aunties cooked up our chicken, the team decided to play some cards to kill the time.
就多2张10吗？
对，来了，龙哥，包括了。
这个当10对吧？
我8块，龙哥。
你欠我2块。没用。
At this restaurant, you have your choice of chicken, goose, or rabbit. You give the restaurant a call before you arrive, tell them your choice, and they'll freshly slaughter it.
Freshly from the slaughterhouse, they will bring it to the table. You also keep all the organs and also the blood. They will be cooked in the same pot with some vegetables that in the farm as well. This is like fermented corn pancake. Because the pot is very hot, and so they just make the pancake.
Wow, begin. Okay, start.
所有菜我觉得菜要好吃的。
So we have chicken raised in our farm, and then different kind of vegetables. It depends on the season. Right now, springtime we get the beans, lotus roots, and then this we also see in the market. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
And then this is wood ear mushroom, and with potato as well. So everything in a pot, and beside that is kind of lightly fermented
Tofu?
cornbread. 我把饼搞下来了。Lightly fermented, kind of a taste.
Good.
So fluffy.
So this is the chicken liver. This is chicken blood.
The chicken blood has been treated so that it's coagulated and doesn't melt when you put it back into the hot pot.
And this is
再来1勺就可以了。
intestine.
哦，鸡肠子。Good.
The texture is very different from the one that raised in the big factories. My husband's favorite.
Chicken feet. How to eat? Oh yeah. Yeah, good.
Free range chicken feet. Stronger smell of the feet.
So which place has better food, Sichuan or Fujian?
So different.
Yeah, it's
so
very different.
Yeah. In Fujian have so many seafood. I think Sichuan is better.
You're supposed to be very proud of your cuisine. And you are proud of your cuisine. But now he's like Sichuan husband. There's like a
Okay.
term called Sichuan husband. The stereotype of Sichuan husband is like they listen to their wives and they do all the chores back home. They cook all the time and they love Sichuan.
So if you say something bad about Sichuan, she'll kill you or something.
No.
No.
We don't use any pesticides, we don't use any chemicals on their land. But there's always people just walking around, they're villagers, and they told us, you can't do things like this, it's just too much chores. But this is how we grow food for thousands of years, and we just forget about it. They're villagers. They're like, don't eat this, don't eat this. I was like, you're the person who grow this, why we don't eat this? She said that there's a lot of like chemicals inside, so don't eat it. But you know, they grow them and then they sell them in the market. That's why I'm telling, like, in the market we have to differentiate. That's what their mentality is.
Oh, that's good.
This is kidney. There are always like medicines that for men to get like good, strong in bed. And in China, chicken kidney, this is one of, yeah.
我操，他没有吃，他是给他剪了吗？还是什么意思啊？
What's all the animals that you bought today at the market?
So we have 2 goose now on the farm, and then
4 ducks,
Also,
2 goose,
Chick-
6 chickens.
Chickens.
Yeah.
so much happier than in the market. Oh, this is parsley. The smell is really good. We use this and with snail and also garlic to making canapé. Now it's kind of a R&D period for the whole team. So when we first have the land, I asked this guy who's villager around to look for someone to do some chores in the farm, and then he recommended his mom. And then since then, his mom started to take care of the plants in the farm. And she's over 70 years old, and she can do a lot of work. And then she's so wise. The only thing that I really disagree with her is using the pesticides. She suggested like few times, and I was like, no, we're not using it. But she's very wise because she had been growing plants, growing vegetables for so many years, like 30, 40 years, or even more. Every time I bring her plants, she instantly know how to take care of them, where to put it. And she's over 70 years old, and she can do a lot of work.
哇塞！
哇塞！
挺大的，蛮大的。我这个
那有没有？
这是谁的？
After loading up some vegetables, we head to the restaurant to start preparing for dinner service. The chef's restaurant is located inside of Financial City, which is a newly developed area inside of Chengdu. These are the Tianfu Twin Towers, which are adjacent to the building that the restaurant's located in. Some of the cooks bring the vegetables up to the restaurant that just came from the farm.
So this is the kale that we picked from our farm. We're going to remove the stem first. After that, we're going to make powder out of the kale. Yes, all of these are from the farm today. So right now is the fava bean season. And then now we have the fava bean, the sprouts. I think it's pretty cool. The color is pretty cool, and the taste is actually pretty good. So we're using it in our menu right now for fish dish. If we don't pick this, these flowers are going to be the fava bean later. And this is the carrot that we picked today. They're super sweet right now. Maybe bake until they are a little bit caramelized on the outside. And now I'm going to make a puree out of the carrot. These are mints. We're going to pick just the good leaf. They're pretty green. And then make mint oil out of these mint. So it will be like a blend of different types of mint oil. And this is like it's called Donghan Cai in local region. It's kind of slimy texture once you boil it. With them, we serve as stuffed meal. We eat a lot during the winter time. Yeah. This is one of the challenge of having like a farm that's only providing ingredients for one restaurant, because it's going to have a lot of surplus. I have to think like super quickly, like which one I have to do what. Otherwise, it just go into the fridge like for 2 days and it's not going to be good anymore. Like last week, I do some fermented pine needles, and also I have some fermented kumquats. There was one day that I was like talking with my husband, like I need a farm right now because I was planting too much
That's
seed.
interesting story.
I have so many small plants in my home. I was calling Jan and I was like, okay, I want this farm. And then he was like, okay, like what I told you about the Sichuan husband, he was very supportive. It was like, you do whatever you want. We signed it like in one day.
You know, always he wants talking with me. So how you think about that thing? I say, you chose what you want to do. I will follow you.
Yeah. I think in general, Sichuan cuisine or Chinese cuisine in general is much more diverse than any Western cuisine. Okay, you can't record that. Probably I'm going to be bullied. But it's true. It's true. It is sounds like a very stupid statement, but I think it's on Chinese social media, it's good to say this. But if it's on an international social media, it wouldn't be good to say this. Like when I was working in the US, in our restaurant, we used a whole animal, nose to tail. And then it's really hard for them to imagine how to use the organs. And it's almost like shocking to people when you put a pig head in front of their table. And then they're like, wow, like this is so sustainable. You eat from nose to tail and then you know how to cook it differently. But naturally, like Chinese all know how to cook pig head, how knows every single part of the pig. How do you deal with it? Pig blood, pig intestine, pig bladder or whatever. It's just like very kind of diverse because I think there's time of famine, there's time of like people, they're really looking towards using everything from the animal because of it's really hard. It's not like abundant all the time.
Pastry is my life because yes, it's true because I work since very little, like I'm 18. I go to the Ritz Carlton as a starch, so I work like 10 years abroad. This strawberry it's just come from our farm. We will steam it, so they will have the strawberry juice, very, very induced. It's still warm because it's just come from the oven. In the chocolate, we will use a lot of special spicy from Chengdu, like chili pepper, like huajiao. This one is yuzu and ginger flavor. This one is Sichuan pepper with basil. And this will be cherry and red pepper. This flavor is sausage, this little cake. So that will be very interesting. It's not all the stuff is sweet. My colleague, she is making the sour bread right now. And the yeast, super good stuff. I think it's like 25 or 26, at least, yes. It's still very alive. You can see the bubble. Actually, I just put in the fridge. If I put in the normal temperature, that will be more alive.
This is our oyster dish. On the top, we add some fresh green apple and kiwi fruit. This is oyster from France. This is the sauce. Also, it's made by the green apple and the kiwi fruit. This one is like what we get this morning from the farm. The peppermint, yeah, we make it to the oil, so the herb oil, and also we add some wasabi oil. Flour also from the farm, have the like cucumber flavor, and at the end we will shape some yuzu, Japanese yuzu.
What made you want to become a chef?
Actually, like I'm studying economics in University of California, Davis, but like after I graduate, I don't know what to do, so I actually to do something I really enjoy and like. So yeah, I like watch the cooking TV shows in the earlier age. So yeah, so why not? So I just try.
These are snails. We just want to make a very classical French snail dish with garlic and parsley. This is flat fish as well, but it's dried. So in Yang's hometown, they have a lot of dry seafood. And with this dried seafood, we use it as like a pasta sauce. It's very deep kind of flavor. And this is like a berry ice cream to give some acidity. And the foam is actually made out of a very Chinese tea leaf, but it tastes like rice. And on top is just some raspberry.
So the fish side dish, you can see the deglazed zucchini, and then we have grilled broad beans. The first one sauce, green sauce, we call sorrel sauce, a little sour, like spring flavor. And this foam we made by the fermentation, the concourse.